Hey guys, this is just going to be another video for Rumble Rose's Double X. I just want to follow up on the DLC video I did, where I took a NPC character from the disc, and we replaced the character DLC with it, so that we could play as the NPC in the game, right? So another question was posed to me about DLC collisions and stuff like that. Because basically how the game works is DLC package contains a number, which the game kind of assigns to a slot number. So this number is 504. So the game has a space in memory assigned for that slot or for that number. So the game's saying, okay, so if that DLC is 504, it's going into my 504 slot for memory or whatever, right? So that it loads it up. So yeah. So if you want to make unique DLC, you rename the number to a different number, right? That's not complicated. I never mentioned it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You have a slot number, you just change it to a different slot number. It works. But the question was, which slot numbers are available? Because if this is 504 right now. If I change this number from 504 to 505, okay, it'll be unique, right? But you're displacing the character on slot 505. So, doi. So, I went through the annoying task of going through all the DLC, which, mind you, there are 90 of them, which was not very fun. And I documented the relating slot number. So these are the DLCs, and they're used slot number. Now, the cool thing is, the game doesn't use all the slot numbers. Once I, put it through the spreadsheet, I found about 60 of the slots are opened. I've called them reserved because you can put DLC there and it'll work. But don't quote me on that. I only tested a couple of them. All right. What I did find though is I tested at slot 600 and the game crashes. So somewhere between 549 and 600, it cuts off. It probably cuts off right here. So 504 is it, which means you only really have 60 slots available to insert unique DLCs, so they won't collide, right? But yeah, you have 60 free slots. So we're just going to take a free slot number. Now I'll post this up so you guys know which ones are available. But we'll pick one. We'll say 410, and we'll just rename the package. So this is the NPC character mod we did in the last video. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the DLC, I'm just going to copy it, and I'm just going to create a new DLC from that. So I'm just going to call this folder DLC2, and we're just going to extract that file there. This live container, I'm just going to open up here in WXPers. We're just going to extract that. Yep. And close. And so yeah, it's just a matter of just renaming stuff, I guess. So let me just rename this. Spelled that wrong. Wow. All right. And then we're going to rename these now. So this thing you can't just simply rename, unfortunately. You have to unpack it and do some hexing. So we're just going to use my Mac script to unpack that file. So pretty simply, just open it up. Alright, this pack file. And then you hit import, but it'll extract the file. So here's our unpacked folder, and then these are the files. So if you recall, I said that these DAT files, they're just assigned the generic DAT extension. You can rename them. So all of them except for the first one is actually a TGA file, which are the system icons for the DLC, right? So I'm just going to mod the preview icon here. I'm just going to invert the image just so we can see comparison in the game of the original and the cloned DLC. Now, the first file here that I didn't talk about in the last video is actually some sort of instruction file for the game. So this thing we actually have to hex. So I'm going to open my hex editor, and we're going to bring that into hex. And so this first integer here is 504. So we have to modify that to be 410. So easiest thing to do is just open up your calculator in Windows, type in the number you want, so 410, and you can convert it to hexadecimal. So 410 is equal to 19A. So 19A. Again, that's 410. All right, so you just save that. Yes. Close it. And you just have to repackage this. Again, go into Max, go to Create Pack File, open that folder, and then just open up the first file in that folder, and it'll create a new file for you. So we're just going to copy this to the root directory here, and we're going to call this dlcos 410. Okay. Now this file here is actually just a text file. So what you can do is open up Notepad and just drag it in, and just change the number there from that to 410, and you can save that. All right, and now the folder, you just obviously want to rename that. We're gonna copy this one though, and we're gonna call this one, of course, 410. All right, and then there's two files in here. These you just rename. Okay, easy. And this one. Now, I've tested this a couple times. I don't think you have to actually edit the inside of these text files. This def file is a text file, by the way. I don't believe you have to make any changes into it. As far as I can tell, the def file is actually kind of ignored by the game, so whatever. So anyway, that's it, these two files. I'm just going to do a quick change to the geometry of the model so that we can see it when we open it into the game. Import. I'll just do something stupid. Add mesh. No, that looks stupid. It looks real stupid. Oh well. It was meant to be stupid. Alright, so we got some stupid ass change here. And we're just gonna dump that back in. Update. Okay. And so we just repackage it. So we just go through the same steps of creating a new DLC package then. So content package, yes. Next. Name. Clone to DLC. Project directory. Oops. This is the type I like ID. Name the game RRXX. This is going to be F's. We're going to use this as our system icon. It is in-game content. And next. Yes, all versions. English, yes. Now the display name does show in the game. I'm going to just go on a limb and assume that it has to be a unique name. So I'm just going to put the number in it with a name. This is our cloned DLC. Not sure if this matters. Cloned DLC. Next. And that's it. We just have to add back our content, which again just consists of the cos file, the pack file, and that folder. All right, and that's it. So that is how to modify the slot number, and then yeah, you're pretty much good. So we're just gonna repackage this. We're just gonna save, and when we click on this button, it should create a online folder here, which it did. I'm just going to use yar swap just so it'll work with my JTAG. And I guess I can rename this, doesn't really matter. Cloned DLC. So we have two DLCs in here, the original and the cloned one. So we'll just I'm just all over the place. Holy shit. Alright, so that's my last one, but wait. Okay, so this thing's all deleted. Alright, so these two we're going to copy in here. Alright, so you'll see that they'll be the same size. You can see here 2 megabytes. But one should now have a unique slot, meaning we can load both of them at the same time without there being a file conflict. So let's boot up the game and see what actually happens. Alright, so let's check our costumes. Here's the original mod that we had from the previous video. So that's the NPC. And next one is the clone DLC, which is now on a unique slot. So if we load that one, the model should change to the stupid edit that I made. I didn't realize I really messed it up that bad, but anyway, yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So that's how you clone DLC. So yeah, if you guys have a mod that on the same slot, well, the mod that I put out, I'll change it and I'll re-upload it, so that people don't have to do this. But say for example, someone else put out mods and it kind of overrides someone else's slot. You'll just basically have to pick a reserved slot that you're not using, and then just rename stuff. Okay, but you'll need kind of an assortment of tools, which is kind of a pain in the ass. You need like the SDK, you need a text editor, a hex editor, a bunch of stuff. But anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you go about it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.